Hello, my noble band of outlaws. Hello, Samurai, coming at you live with a video. Sorry it's been so long. Now that I got a job, I don't really have time to do as many videos as I used to, but now I'm going to be reviewing cooler things. For example, my new muzzleloader, the CVA Wolf. I just bought this today, Walmart, $167. Last year's display model, so probably why it was cheaper. I could have got this for around maybe $35, $40 if I waited for it to go back on roll back after the season, but I'm not patient. So let's take a look at what we got here. Alright, first off we have this bag of doohickey mabobs that I really do not know their purpose. I believe this brass thing is to clean the rifle. I'm not a big gun person, I'm more swords, but I bought this to do some hunting with. And if I can, I'm off this Monday, so I'll probably try to get it sighted in and maybe even get some shooting footage up for you guys. If I can convince my dad to be my cameraman. But, in any case, let's move on to the next bit of information. We got this, owner's instructional and safety manual. So how to clean, load, and do all that fun stuff. Now, I do know that firearms are not toys, but if I refer to this as a toy, I speak of it as in the sense that a man would refer to his truck. It's like, oh, my truck's my toy, or my riding lawnmower is my toy. This is my toy. I do respect firearms. I do support the NRA and the Second Amendment and all that. But I also, well, I guess you can say I'm not very mature. And if you hear like a weird sound going on in the background, that's my fan. It gets hot in my room over at where I am. But you've heard me ramble on and on. Now let's get to the, well, I don't really think I can say the pointy stabby part like Jonathan Matthews says. So let's get to the shooty bang bang part. You can see, very nice rifle. Now the reason this was cheaper than most, it's like, you know, I know this thing isn't loaded, so that's why I'm not really concerned of pointing it towards my camera. But the reason this thing was so cheap, I say cheap in the sense of gun prices, is because it doesn't have a scope. As you can see, it has iron sights. And I don't really know if this is sighted in or not, considering I don't really use iron sights all that much. Now I refer to iron sights because back in the old days, that's what they were. They were pieces of iron that were welded onto the barrel of the guns sold in the 1800s. And the term has brought into the modern day, whereas any gun you shoot without a scope is considered broad iron sights. But yeah, it's composite stock. It does have a butt cap so that when I shoot the darn thing, it absorbs the recoil. I think I might be able to shoot this fairly accurately. Don't know. Like I said, I just bought it today. So let's move on to the next part. Here's the ramrod that you use to clean the gun. I know the basics of the muzzleloader because my father bought one last year. It has red fiber sights and green fiber back sights. Ooh, that shows up really nicely. I think, yeah, there's a greenish tint on my index finger. That actually shows up fairly nicely. I like that. Now, as for adjusting the iron sights, that I do not know how to do. But we'll figure it out. Hammer was cocked back. You should never dry fire this, but the Walmart, they keep the hammer cocked back for safety. And this is a right-handed gun, so the little nubby thing is on the right side. I assume I could probably, if I got a pair of pliers, unscrew this and screw it in on the other side, or took it into a gun shop and had it remounted. The trigger itself, on my dad's muzzleloader, same brand, different model, all you have to do is barely even touch the trigger, and that thing will go off. I know because I shot it. This one, I think, has a slightly stronger trigger pull. All the gun owners out there are probably going to hate me for this, but whatever. My gun. Yeah, this has a far more substantial trigger pull. Now, I'm not going to dry fire it anymore, so gun owners out there is like, dry fired it. You can actually dry fire a gun a couple of times before it actually screws up. And in some cases, you actually do want to dry fire it. But, yeah. I just noticed it has holes here pre-drilled, so if I wanted to mount a scope onto it. Now, I probably won't mount a scope onto it for a while. I'll probably see how accurate I am with the iron sights before doing that. But yeah, here's the brake, the primer cap. I don't know if that's what you call this or not, but this is where you put the primer. And yep. I was taught how to do this by my dad's friend to see the firing pin come out. Okay, so the firing pin comes out nice. Let's see here. This isn't very tightly screwed in there, and you don't really want it to be. My dad, he puts mechanics grease. He put mechanics grease on his rifle, so it's probably what I'm going to have him do when I get around to shooting this, just to make this part come out easier. And I gotta be really careful about. Whew! I dropped it. Oh, that's not good. Okay, there's no dirt or anything. Alright. No dirt or anything. But like I said, I have to be very careful when screwing this back in so I don't strip the threads. How's my phone's at 15%, so I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible. But yeah, this is a 50 caliber, by the way, the most standard caliber. And here is where you would take the barrel off to disassemble and clean it, I'd imagine. Now let's hear that crisp, clean sound of a muzzleloader being fake loaded. odd. This thing likes to stick when you close it. Oh, I just read this. It says black powder only. So I guess I can't use synthetic. Not really all that terrible. Except black powder is a little more expensive. It has these little rings at the ends for rifle sling, which is very nice. Overall, I like it. I really do. I think I made a wise purchase. I can't tell if it's... Gun lovers out there are probably hating me for this. But I know it's not loaded, so I don't really care. I can't tell if it's rifled or not. But it's a nice, thick, stout barrel. Overall, I really do like it. But this has been the review over the CVA, muzzleloader. Wolf model. Anyways, leave your comments down below. If you like the video, subscribe and hit the like button. If you don't like it, well, I can't do anything about that. I'm not flipping you off, that's just how my finger rested on my face. So, until next time, my noble band of outlaws. Outlaw Samurai tells all y'all, be crazy rednecks, and be safe when using your weapons. I'm out. Peace.